Hello and welcome. I'm Liz and this is Random Workings, the channel where we talk, play, make and do. This is the second channel roadmap here on Random Workings and I have a lot to cover. So, in today's video I will be covering the current state of Random Workings, laying out new changes and upcoming plans, and we'll also be going over a few content disclaimers, known issues and community guidelines. This is a scripted video, otherwise I will waffle, get lost, repeat information and just confuse everyone, including me. So first things first. Random Workings, depending on when this goes out, is 10 or 11 weeks old. Yes! Right, the channel now has grown to have 7 subscribers and currently has 115 public videos. Yes, 55 are clips. As promised, I've also started delivering more content than just PUBG. Finally. So, let's start with what's new. Firstly, the schedule changed. When I started in August, the plan was only to put out videos twice a week. The problem with that was I had a lot of different videos and pathways, and if you look back at the Twitter schedules, you will see I had a lot coming out each time. So I changed that plan to a 5-day week. It's better for viewers because you don't get bombarded with new videos and also get a nice spread through the week. And also it's still better for me because I can still pump out videos at a reasonable rate. I will, unless urgent or for special reasons, limit my output to 2 videos a day and won't be going into weekend releases. This is primarily to prevent burnout, but also to allow me to make extra stock. This will allow for gap filling if I suddenly go on holiday or don't have the time or energy to make new material. It also means you should have less Twitter attacks on release days. Currently, each pathway sort of has its own day, even bits, but because of the amount I want to input, I have a lot of things I want to share with you. You will see a mixture, probably a mass of blue. Another thing I changed is release times. Videos now go out at 7 AM and tweets at 7:05 AM. This was originally around 9. This allows people to watch something before work and also makes YouTube and Twitter behave. The next change is the end and start cards have been refreshed. These are the information cards at the start and end of a video, which I bet wasn't obvious. Start cards are being improved, specifically the players' start cards with content information, specifically age rating and content warnings. This is even happening on the clips videos, and these ratings come from the Video Standards Organisation, which you can find if you follow a link that should be appearing about now. This is to reduce the amount of information thrown at you at the beginning of a video. Issues, apologies, disclaimers and shoutouts will now be in the video description, unless they are massively important, like Subnautica would have a phasalophobia warning, which is the fear of large bodies of open water, and I'd probably put up something every time I do something that is an 18+ game. My content is already marked as not for children, and I can make use of the YouTube's age restriction feature, though I'm still a bit on the fence about using that. But I do still want to put up a big warning to protect all parties, because it sort of feels like that's part of my responsibility. End cards have actually been improved twice. The original end card has a screenshot and 2 interactive features. One was a channel link, the other a video link. This wasn't very good for anyone, as it reduced the viewer choice and limited channel coverage. So I improved it and maxed out what it could show, but recently I realised that the box I had designed for holding screenshots or the active screen wasn't sized right. Plus, the black line I used to divide the text on one side from the other kind of was a bit daft. Hence, I've made a newer, hopefully nicer looking end card. So let's see. Breathe. Change free is one of the biggest upcoming changes. I suck at timekeeping when focused on an activity. If you watch the Let's Play the Lost Art of Innkeeping or Let's Bake on the Brand, it's quite obvious at the start and end of the earlier episodes that I made one big recording and forgot to make some good in-out points for each video. Hence this new improvement, and what I will admit will probably be a new channel gimmick. I'm going to start actively using a 30-minute timer. We'll do an intro and then start the timer. When it goes off, I'll stop what I'm doing and drop my pencil, even in a boss battle. Middle of a boss fight? Well, tough luck, your time's up, dead now. This should help give me the episode. This should help me give episodes a proper structure, and also add fun to the viewer experience. I haven't figured out if during gameplay videos the timer will be stopped for cutscenes, but it will probably depend on the length of them. Also, the timer won't appear, or rather won't be used, in series where limits are built in, such as in PUBG, where matches usually only go to about 30 to 35 minutes at most anyway, save for maybe the big team battles. This timing gimmick actually leads on to the next topic, which is series news. So, like I said before, I have a lot I want to do. But I haven't figured out how to do multiple things at once without either compromising quality or burning out. And also, I'm only one person, so prepare for a series with an irregular output schedule. That said, you should see some 30 minutes to play, 30 minutes to make, 30 minutes to do series coming up. These are not speedruns, they're just time limited. With episode numbers included, this should hopefully be obvious. Some current series are going to be restructured or rebranded for better content identification, as well as having the time management aspect added in. For example, Let's Build Construction Toys is likely to become 30 minutes to do building construction toys, and Let's Work on the Brand is going to branch out to 30 minutes to make graphics and 30 minutes to make animations. For all of these changes, should be given maybe some notification in videos and tweets, but it's good to have an early heads up. So let's see, that's basically all the new stuff covered for now. So I'm just going to move on to bits on content and community. So let's start. Firstly, I'm still learning. Every video I make and produce teaches me something. I don't always remember it very well, but I will hopefully get there. I like saying hopefully a lot. Video setups are being trialled. I'm looking at ways to improve the audio and recording techniques. I'm gaining more confidence and comfort while working through sort of mix of social anxiety and stage fright. I'm also retroactively updating older videos as I go along, fixing items such as disclaimers, tags, and naming conventions. While this is happening, your own viewer experience should change and each video should bring more entertainment. One countermeasure to issues caused as I learn is I have plans on doing more pilot episodes or one-shots. This is not only for getting the right setup, but also to get community feedback and to avoid copyright issues. I know some companies are very protective, and I don't want the channel getting shut down because I made a series on a particular product without consent. All products are the trademark and copyright of their respective publishers or developers. I will only put footage out there with permission. If you see something and want it removing for this reason, just send me a message and I'll try and take the appropriate steps. I have no current plans to monetize anything. In fact, I haven't even really looked into that, so that should also reduce the issue. Right, another consent-based disclaimer. I play with people online. I ask them if it's okay for their voice to be recorded, and if they say no, I have to mute them. And potentially other people as a response. Other people might get muted. This means you might get a video with only my side of the conversation. It may also happen if someone says something inappropriate or highly personal, but this is all done out of respect for that person. This community needs to be built on respect. Disagreement is accepted, disrespect is not. If you disagree with something, please do not hurl abuse. Everyone is their own person, they form their own opinions, they make their own choices. Kindly explain your stance or leave and find other like-minded people. Don't stay here if you don't like it. It's not good for you, and it's not good for others. Also, this is a big point, unless you're invited to do so, don't come here and comment on a video in order to push a product or your personal channels. This is a hobby, not a career, and I don't care about my search engine optimization. The community can grow naturally. Even if you find it slow, I think it's healthier and easier to moderate. That was getting a bit ranty actually. Okay. You may hear on this video a light music bed. It helps make periods of silence less silent. The music bed is a compilation of tracks using songs from the YouTube audio library. That's copyright-free music. I do have several music beds, and each has a visualizer video, or should have a visualizer video, on the channel. Go to these videos, and in them you'll find further links to the original artists of each track. If you want the link to the current one for this video, it's down in the description below. A final content disclaimer: episodes and current product content may not match, especially in games where they have things like seasons or regular updates, and in fact some new games also end up being changed as it goes along. One recording session can create several episodes worth, and the final video may be published at a much later date. This is another reason you may see a recording issue over several episodes for a lot longer than I explained that I found it. Right, almost finished, let's see. I am aware that some viewers prefer seeing a face on the video. Sometimes it's sort of personal touch, sometimes it's to see live reactions to scary things. I go no to scary, but I understand the fun of seeing it. Unfortunately, I don't have the equipment for that. If you watch the upcoming episode 15 of Let's Work on the Brand, it's about, I think we're at episode 10 now, so 5 weeks time. I tried out putting this sort of setup into the corner. My camera is on autofocus and auto exposure, and I don't have a backlight. So the camera adjusts anytime I move. See if I can get it to do now. And changes the colour based on my screen, because at the moment I've got a document up. My screen is a lot whiter than it should be, hence the exposure is slightly different. I don't want to do this because for some odd reason when I trialled it, me moving and the camera refocusing actually made the entire video lose focus for about 5 seconds while I figured it out. I could set the exposure and focus to static values, but that would increase how much pre-video prep and testing I need to do, which means that I'd have less time, and I've already got a very limited pool. The final thing of note is, well, this is a personal disclaimer. I have mild dyslexia, specifically phonology and auditory working memory, or rather, how words sound and the recollection of spoken words. That means words, especially unfamiliar names, will not always be pronounced correctly. I know people get annoyed if someone keeps pronouncing something wrong, but please accept this is just who I am and allow me some leeway. Yeah. Quick check. Yep. And that's all we need to cover in today's episode. I know it was a lot, but thanks for sticking through to the end of the video. Like I said, hopefully we've got lots of content coming up soon. If you check out the Twitter, you'll be able to see what's coming up. But yeah, thanks for being here. And if you like what you saw and want some more, why not hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and then check out one of the videos or playlists showing up on the screen. Or why not head over to the channel for even more options. And if you have subscribed, hit the bell on this video or the channel page and get notified every time a new video goes live. But either way, it's bye for now, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!